Welcome back to my channel. And today we're making a nice dinner for the kiddos, things that they like, right? So we're gonna make some chicken nuggets, homemade chicken nuggets, really quick and fast to do. And we're gonna use that air fryer. So that's the beauty of all this. And instead of French fries from regular potatoes, we're gonna make some sweet potatoes, which has all the wonderful benefits and nutrients in it. And if you're a big kid yourself, you can add some extra spice in here besides the ones that we have here, cinnamon and cardamom, which is going to kick it up a notch for these kiddos. And you can add turmeric to this as well. And here are a list of ingredients for our chicken nuggets. We have all of our seasoning there to go with our nuggets and our buttermilk and of course breadcrumbs. And we have sweet potato fries that's going to get wonderfully coated with olive oil, cardamom, cinnamon, paprika, and a little bit of cornstarch to give it that crispiness. Our vitamin content for chicken is B6, B12, niacin, buttermilk, B12, C, calcium, riboflavin, phosphorus, and potassium. Breadcrumbs, B6, calcium, iron, and magnesium. Sweet potatoes, A, B2, B5, B12, C, beta-carotene, potassium, olive oil, vitamins E and K, and cinnamon, A, and iron. So we're going to begin by peeling our sweet potato. I love this ceramic peeler because it peels really smoothly and you're not going to get yourself hurt. And I just like to use a communal bowl, like a bowl for my scraps, my garbage, as you cook and clean, so you don't have to go back and forth. You can just compile everything into one big bowl and then you can make one throw out in the end. So we peeled our first potato really quickly and here we are doing our second potato. Now I love sweet potatoes, but they can be, very difficult. They're so tasty and soft once they're cooked, but to get to that process, it can be a little challenging for some people. So my best thing to tell you to do after you peel it, lay it down on a flat surface. Make sure you have a good firm grip on it, on a flat surface. Hopefully you have a big knife like what I have. The goal is to make sure that it's steady and smooth and that your blade is already in it. And you want to rock back and forth as you put the pressure to chop down. You see? So here. So what I did was just cut the ends really quickly, just to kind of make it a little bit smoother as in fries. And don't get rid of your scraps. At least I don't. Because you can use them in soups. You can use them in various things, hash browns. So just try to make sure you have a very flat surface and getting ready to do your fries. And then you cut down again. Again, you're applying pressure with the palm of your hand to the back of your knife. You're rocking back and forth down. Okay. So now we're going to do this again. You're going to keep doing this. And then now you can start making your fries. So then it's about applying that pressure. And here we go. You make it thin because the kids don't want thick fries. Making this for yourself, you can make it a little thicker. So these are about as thin as how my fries are going to be. And again, I'm going to square off the ends here, and I'm going to use those as scraps for other things later. So I'm going to make my French fry slices. Okay, really thin. And this is my little hash browns from my corners. Every bit counts. Don't cut things and throw them out when you can use them. Okay, so I sprayed some of our olive oil in here already. I'm going to add some cinnamon. Because cinnamon with sweet potatoes is always nice. Oh, that smell. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I'm adding some paprika, not smoked paprika because that has a little heat to it. And the kids, and this is going to help define our color more. And regular paprika doesn't really have any taste. It's really more for color. The smoked one is where all the flavor is, and this is not smoky because of the kiddos. Now, this is cardamom, and cardamom just has this beautiful smell and it's very aromatic, but also it's great anti-inflammatory. So that's why I use it. And with cinnamon, it's really great to help curb your appetite, as well as help with, your glycemic index as well. So it's great for like diabetes. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian, but as a classically trained chef, I have studied nutrition in school. So I do have some knowledge about what I'm talking about. But definitely check with your doctor. All right. And I'm going to put some seasoning salt on here. Okay. Okay. All right. And a little bit of black pepper. Just a little hint. Just a little hint of black pepper here. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to add some cornstarch, and this is used to kind of like help our fries to crisp up. Cornstarch is the secret to having crispiness. So this is really my sugar duster ball, but I figure since flour, cornstarch, it can be pretty messy, so I figure I'll just put it in my duster ball. I think it should be pretty. Okay, a little bit more left in here. So, and then we're going to get to mixing this. And you may need to add a little bit more oil, depending. So we will just mix this, and then we will get in our air fryer, but we'll put it in our air fryer so it can cook the same time as our chicken. Now I'm going to season our nuggets. So I have already cleaned my chicken with acid, which is lemon juice in this case. You can use lime, vinegar. I think it's important to clean any meat that you're going to eat. That's just my philosophy. That's the way I do things. Do as you like, but I would suggest it. And so I've already patted it dry. So I'm going to get it tenderized with the buttermilk. Now, when you add the buttermilk, it's really going to take a lot of your seasonings out. So you want to over season. So that way your chicken does have flavor and does have seasoning in it, because that buttermilk is going to absorb a lot of it. So we're going to start with my Himalayan salt. Okay. And Himalayan salt the sodium is lower than most of the other salts. So here's some black pepper, your standard, black pepper, salt. Okay. And again, this is not a lot, and you're going to lose a lot of it with the buttermilk. So here's my Tony Crutcher's seasoned salt. Okay. My onion powder. My Montreal chicken seasoning. I'm telling you, you need the flavor, you need the seasoning. Don't fret. My roasted garlic and herb chicken seasoning. And kids don't want no bland chicken. So okay. And some garlic powder. All right. So I am going to mix it all up, and then I'm going to add my buttermilk. Before I do that, let me have my buttermilk open and available and ready. Okay, so let's season all of this up. We want to make sure that every chunk of the chicken has some love of our seasoning on it. See, we want to see, there's not much on that. So we want to get in there, get to the bottom turn it over. Oop. Massage it. Just make sure everybody got a piece of loving. See, and I got some over here that doesn't have. So I want to definitely get in there. Turn the bottom side up. Turn the up side bottom. For my buttermilk. Yeah, have it fully coated in the buttermilk. Get that flavor. Oh, it seems like there's a runaway chicken. Let's get that on here. Okay. Now you see, the buttermilk has taken on some of the seasoning. Hence why it's important to make sure that you overly season your chicken so some can stay on your chicken while it coats, which it did. Okay, so we've taken our buttermilk chicken nuggets out of the refrigerator. And I have some breadcrumb here, but I'm gonna just add a little bit more. And we're gonna shake it on, baby. Shake it on, baby. Twist and shout. And put our breadcrumbs in. So here is our fries. Let's get that in the air fryer first. Like I said, I have the silicone baskets here. And so let me put my fries. I'm gonna start it at the same time. But I just wanna get my fries spread out here inside my basket. And then we could just do our chicken. Okay. So on my air fryer, everybody has different air fryers, different speed. I'm doing 375 for my fries. And they're gonna be 375 for about 17 minutes. I'm not gonna put it on yet. Okay. So now, our chicken. Let's do that first. And I have my basket in here for me. So my buttermilk inside. Let's take my chicken and put it inside my breadcrumbs. So I'm just kind of like dumping them in the bag, and then I'm gonna just shake them up, baby. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's seal it. Shake it, and see how much, because I don't want to overcrowd my air fryer. Let's see, a few more pieces here, so I might have to do 2 rounds. Let's see. Just want to make sure it's fully coated. Every nook and cranny and crevices of the chicken. Seems to be. So this hand is more dry, so I'm going to work with this one. And I'm going to put that inside my little cooking basket, silicone cooking basket here. Okay. My nuggets. Okay. And I am gonna spray this with cooking spray. I'm gonna generously spray it with cooking spray so it can get that nice crispiness. Okay. All right, so here's the first part of our chicken nuggets that's done. Like you see that wonderful light GBD going on, that light golden brown. We're gonna now flip it and be very careful because we don't want our coating coming off, our breadcrumb. And then we're gonna spray it with our cooking spray again to kind of give us that fried look as opposed to a dry look that sometimes air fryers will leave for you. So that's not what we're going for. Here, we're going for that nice fried look. Look what our air fryer can do, what it has done. Some sweet potato fries with some chicken nuggets. And of course, you know, with our chicken nuggets, we gotta have, since it's for the kids, right? barbecue sauce. Kids tend to like barbecue sauce because it reminds them of ketchup. But I had to make sure the kids had their good nutritional vitamins besides the beta carotene. The sweet potato, they had their cinnamon in there, which had some vitamin, they had some iron in there for them, and I had to make sure they had some cardamom. You know, we don't want no one starting to get some inflammation, so that's what it's good for. Well, I'm telling you, air fryers, they're really like a gift to man. Instead of having your kitchen all hot and steamy, especially now that the weather's getting warm, you know, trying to make this stuff or frying over the stovetop, honey, you can take glimpses and clips of your show, whatever show you like, by putting the stuff in the air fryer and walking away for a few minutes and coming back, and voila, we have something here. So, wanted to keep the kiddos healthy, so I gave them sweet potatoes and gave them some chicken nuggets. Of course, the children love barbecue sauce or ketchup, so went with barbecue sauce. So let's dig in and taste. So here's my sweet potato, put it in my barbecue sauce. Let me tell you, it's not only because of that barbecue sauce, honey. It's I'm gonna eat it just by itself too. It's because you taste the cinnamon, you taste the cardamom in it. Of course, a little bit of the salt, the Himalayan salt and black pepper. You taste that too. It's really good. Now, let's try our nuggets. Gotta be like a big kid. Yes. Okay, move over Chick-fil-A. Chef Fran is over here. And my fries. Ooh, let me have a party in my mouth. Yes, Lord. So, let me enjoy. Here's our call to action. Click the like button, and this makes us feel special when you do it. So lets us know you're part of our team. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you know every time we upload a new video. I thank you so much for spending your time with me and learning how to make this air fryer meal for you and the kiddos. And I ask you to come back and join me again. So come back again, and I'll see you in my next video. But don't forget, health is wealth, and be good to yourself.